At the end of July, our family started to trek to all the Plains District conferences, beginning with Northern Plains at Camp Pine Lake near Eldora, Iowa. It's like a homecoming for us, having spent 5 years there at the South Waterloo Church of the Brethren, and it was great to see lots of people that have been an important part of our faith journeys. As a part of the conference, I let them know that they'd be part of a video blog. If you go in the next couple of days. The light's not real great, so you might have to look real hard for yourself. But just in case, oh yeah. Turn them all out, that's good, thanks. On the evening that I shared with the conference during worship, they concluded the service with a candle lighting where everyone in the room passed the light of Christ.
Take a moment to just look around you. This is the gathered community. This is God's love. From this beautiful circle of light, go forth with faith to guide you in times of uncertainty, with hope to carry you to the other side of despair, with love, the greatest of all God's gifts, to remind you of the way of Christ. Amen.
The next day, our family drove from Iowa back down to McPherson for the Western Plains District Conference, where I preached the Saturday evening worship service. During this year, I felt the strong support of the Western Plains District in the midst of all the busyness and things that happen around the moderator position, and enjoy the good relationships I have with folks there. So there you go. There's your second shot, everybody. Only Jacob takes advantage of this? I knew Jacob would.
May God bless and keep you. May the very face of God shine on you and be gracious to you. May God's presence embrace you and give you peace. Go now in peace.
Later that week, we traveled to the Southern Plains District Conference held in Oklahoma. Main sessions were led by Steve Reed, former dean of Bethany Seminary, now teaching biblical studies in Texas. Notice the keen interest of Aiden as Steve talks.
You have the people who had already been in the area. They weren't all on all that good of terms. But they all came together. For Christ and the church, let our voices ring. Let us honor the name of our own blessed King. Let us work with the will in the strength of youth, and loyally stand for the kingdom of truth. For Christ, the Redeemer, for Christ, who died to save, for the church, His blood has purged us. Lord, make us pure and brave.
It was a busy week for our family, traveling from Northern Plains to Western Plains to Southern Plains. Though these districts aren't very heavily populated, they cover a wide geographic area, from Montana to Minnesota, from New Mexico to Louisiana, from the Canadian border to the Mexican border. What we've learned about living in the West is that while we may be small, and it may not feel like the churches of the East notice that the churches in the West exist anymore, the churches in the West aren't just sitting around waiting for the Eastern churches to come save them. They have started transformation movements, seeking to find the ways in which God is moving in their midst, and to follow boldly as they can, with as much courage as possible. We're excited to be a part of the West, and even as our kids look towards the future, of what the church may yet be, we're thankful that we're a part of a place where transformation is something desired.